If in fact the U.S. went to war with China, what umbrella are you under?
If Jamaica decides to pick up the 5G technology in the future, and with all the implications that you have suggested, do you believe that the U.S. will be inclined to take action against Jamaica in some shape or form?
No. But what would happen? What would happen? And you know, there's one thing you go back, and the Chinese are famous for that they always use one word it's like a punishment word.
Mm-hmm.
There's consequences. Think about that. You write it in your paper all the time because they come out. You never hear it come from the Jamaican, from the Chinese ambassador,
Mm-hmm.
because he doesn't give interviews. He doesn't sit in a chair like this and take questions.
That's true.
It's
Mm-hmm.
always his PAO that answers everything. Always.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look at the 5G, as we mentioned just a little bit ago, your private data, your financing, which means that the banking could be involved, because if you can't transmit this data over a clean line, you can't access the treasury or your corresponding bank. Just think about that. These are little things that normally people don't think about when you're making decisions. Credit cards, let's say 70% of your gross national product is on tourism. 70%. If you couldn't use your credit card to Jamaica, but you could use it in the Bahamas, what country are you going to go to? If I can't use my credit card. And Americans are famous for using that credit card. We all are famous in using that credit card anymore, but you know, if you can't use it. So that's just banking. That's just banking.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Intelligence data between the U.S. and the JDF. It flows because we're supplying intelligence to JDF, and they're supplying intelligence back to us. Law enforcement, huge. Talk about crime here in Jamaica. All that would actually stop. So that's something you don't want to bring out to the general public.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want this in the paper. You don't want the actual what could happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what could happen, because it would spook me. And you do not want to do that to the Jamaican people. But at the same time, you need to actually see that the consequences could be. It's not a primitive thing. It's not, you're not punishing them. You're just saying that it must be transmitted on a secure, trusted line. That's all that we're saying.
How receptive has government been though to your warnings on the Chinese technology use?
No warning. I don't like to use the word warning. It's a conversation that it's a discussion of circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, it's a conversation of circumstances to make people to take a look at the things that would happen or could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean that it's a warning to them. It's just saying, look,
Mm-hmm.
here is where the world is moving. Here is where the government of the United States government is moving. Here is where Europe is moving. When you turn around and you look at the NATO,
Yes.
you know, you turn around and you start looking at NATO. One of the things that you got to look at is if in fact the U.S. went to war with China, what umbrella are you under? Are you under the umbrella of China? Or are you under the umbrella of the United States? Think about that.